Carolyn McEnroe is there with a preview of what's happening tonight. Carolyn.
Eight-time NFR stock contractor nominee Pete Carr is here with us with Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. He is again this year the top stock contractor for the San Angelo Rodeo. Nice to see you again.
Glad to be here.
You're here with your run sheet. Tell us what you've just been doing back there.
Well, what we do for the rodeos, we kind of do a buck order and a load order for all the guys in the back, and then all the people in the front, the cameras, the scoreboards, the announcers. So it's all choreographed exactly. We know where they're bucking, what shoot, when they're going to be going in the performance and everything.
You know hundreds of animals, bulls and horses. They actually, one will buck better to the left or to the right, and you have to know that when you load them, right?
You do. I mean, you figure them out, and sometimes we switch them up to free them up, and sometimes they're pretty much set their pattern. We know they either need to go in the back or the front. They make a big circle, small circle, or the angle, or whatever.
You've been breeding horses and bulls now for rodeos for more than 15 years.
We have.
What does it take? What does it take to create a good bareback or saddle bronc horse?
Well, it starts with, really good genetics, and it starts with a great stud and a good mare or a great mare, and, you breed back and you breed back, and you have a little luck, and you cross your fingers, and you hope, and the thing is that you don't really know until about 3 or 4, when we actually buck them, try them out to see how they're going to go and how they're going to take it, and hopefully over the years, when you breed back, your percentages supposedly get higher, and we're starting to see that in our foundation.
When you're out at your place and your ranch in East Texas, can you get out and walk around a lot of these horses, these animals in the pasture?
Yeah, I mean, most of them when they're out in the pasture and stuff, they're not feeling like they're restrained or they're in a small pen or anything like that. So when you're feeding bulls, you can just walk down there with a sack of feed and put it in the feed tubs, and they're not going to do anything. But you put them in a 10 by 10 pen, they get a little woofy.
They know when to go to work, don't
Yes.
they? And you're busy the next couple of months, aren't you, after the San Angelo Rodeo?
We are. We leave here, and thank goodness we've got a nice little run through the summer, and we're going to be, I think we go to eight or 9 places in the next 8 weeks.
Pete Carr Pro Rodeo. Pete Carr, thank you so much. We appreciate this. We'll be back at 10 to talk to one of tonight's contestants and show you highlights of tonight's rodeo.